I spent 6 years of solitary confinement, 5 of which was spent in the Supermax.
My name is Brett Collins.
When I
I
think
would have
about
spent one time, I would have spent, I'd say, probably
first
5
went
years of that.
to the Supermax security, I was 19 years old. I was a kid when they put me in that cell. And just the fear of knowing that you was going to be put away behind a steel door was terrifying. And I had to some kind of way find this courage to handle such conditions. I can remember times of grabbing my head and like, God damn, what do I do? Because you don't know what to do. You don't have no information and nothing. And you just have to go within and find something so you can, and something inside yourself will give you strength and power to endure such claustrophobic environment and experience. And then as a juvenile and as a kid, I experienced that.
A day in the cell. And then in the yard, I would then run. So I would run, pop, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, up and down the side. And so, so I would ensure that at least the things I could control, I would.
I done seen so many people come into Supermax security and can't take it and beat on the door. They beat on it because their brain and their mental start crushing in on them because they don't know how to live within themselves. And that's why I learned how to live within myself in the confinements of such atrocious and such mental abuse where the mind just, your mind go and come, go and come, go and come. Ain't nothing you can do. And if you don't know how to control it, you through. You don't know what to do. And you have to grasp some type of ideology to even save your mind.
I became more and more sensitive to sounds around me, to the sounds of people walking in the corridors outside. It was, I was shaking within a few weeks, and that maintained that. I had to learn.
As I think about it, I can relate to times where it feel like your brain and your mind is closing in on you because of the walls, because you see them all day long. And it feel like the walls closing in on you. And then you go through these emotions and want to work out, and you start building up this callousness inside, and your body start coming hard, and you just start working out and work out so hard, hurt your body where you don't feel it because you trying not to feel the pain of being in a cell and feeling closed in and your mind closed. And I've seen people kill themselves. I've seen people scream loud, yell at the top of their voices, grown men, because it feel like the walls are closing in. I remember putting in my mind this young guy, and I wasn't gonna be already strong, and I had a strong heart, and I was courageous. A lot of things I said that I wasn't gonna put up with. So I went through this school to prison pipeline in segregation. I became so callous because I never wanted nothing to hurt me. And so the way I worked out and my distance to the whole was rehatching, coming to prison and being arrested and sirens and stuff, and having to go over being judged again and then being punished and put somewhere and being real violent and dangerous. And that's what caused me to continue to go to segregation, because I refused to be dealt with in an unjust way. And prison is a cruel and unusual place to be. And asking people what words mean and breaking words down, and continue to do it night in and night out, repetitively, until I understood words. And you go to the whole, now you have to change your whole life in one day, 1 second. And these are things that we create. And there's so much trauma, so much tragedy and danger in the prison. A prison, even though you see people come home and we look healthy and think we have been, it was a war in there. And this is an example of the war. And a lot of these wars were fought internally within us. And if you haven't got no therapy, you need mental health therapy. You need a therapist if you experience this, or if you experience not going to solitary confinement but being confined, period. There is a residual of these
and I knew I was
going
gonna
to
be
mental health
in
that
segregation
cause
for at least 2
PTSD and all
years.
those things, and
I
affects
took
our
my
sight
mat, put
and
my
this
mat
light that's
on
messing
the
up my
floor
retina from
and just
these
slept
real
on a
bright
brick
fluorescent
slab
walls
for like
that
6 months
comes
straight
down and closes in
because
on
I
me
felt the
while
walls
we
were
in
closing in
segregation.
on me.
Social
And I didn't
animals were
have
built for
nowhere
ill
to
and
go.
dangerous
The only
populations.
thing
I've
to
ever
do
interviewed somebody before
is
who
to
was
strengthen up in the inside, make myself feel strong so I could feel like I was defeated.